music is like a gamble, right? You're insecure about it. You don't know if it's gonna work out. You don't know if this is gonna hit. You know, you have the opportunity to invest more money into it than you're gonna make for the rest of the year. You know, because you're not working. You're just being creative. It's like, damn, do I do it? Do I take this plunge? I feel like dating's very similar. It's like you have your insecurities. You don't know if it's gonna work out. You don't know the end goal. How many times have you dated and you're not getting married? Like 100% so far, right?
Is there?
And you're scared to do it, but then you're like, fuck it. Maybe if this person is worth it, if I really believe it's worth it, I'll do it. And I feel like that's gonna be like an incredible feeling too.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. I'm Mario.
And I'm Peter.
And we're Guys That Listen. On today's episode, we got up and coming superstar, Ted Park.
Yo.
My
My boy.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah,
sir.
Shouts to my boy picking me up from the airport.
I know. Damn, that was a mission for you to get here, though.
I've never gone from the plane straight to anything except for a show. We're home.
This is full service here, you know?
Yeah.
Nah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
In the limo.
Because I was like, shit. Oh,
Now, Ferrari, right? Please.
shit. I thought it was J Park for a second. Good treatment. Nah, but like the flight kept getting pushed back. So I was like, hey, bro. And then I was like, damn, I might be kind of tired. I told him straight up, like, if I go to the crib, like, I'm going to sleep for a little bit. He's like, nah,
True.
come get you. All right, let's do it. So we here.
Ted, you know, tell us a little about yourself.
Shit, I'm Korean American, Asian American. I'm from Wisconsin, from Madison, born and raised. I guess I fell in love with music pretty early when I was like 12, 13 years old.
Oh, wow.
I knew I wanted to actively pursue it since like 12, 13 years old. And I've given my whole life to this shit since then. And luckily, things have been working out. And, I don't know. I just, it's been kind of crazy.
How did you know? Like what something inspired you or pushed you?
I just love doing it. Like I've always liked having like little hobbies, growing up. I mean, do I know if I really liked it? Hell no, because I was a kid. But it just stuck with me and it felt so right. And this is what I'll say. Like, let's say this is in an interview and I can only say one thing right now. It would be that I made a promise to myself that I would keep doing music until it wasn't fun anymore. Like whether it was the business or just the creation.
Yeah.
And through the ups and downs, because this shit is really ups and downs, bro. Like it's like real drugs. Like art is like drugs because when you're at the highest of highs, you feel like the fucking man. And then when you're down bad, it's like, damn, like you're really down bad, And then, but through all that, it's like not one day have I ever wanted to pull the trigger on saying I quit. So that's why I'm still here doing it.
I read that you quit high school. You dropped out of high school.
Bro, I quit high school before I even quit high school. I was 14, like chilling. Like I'm good on this shit. Yeah.
So you just decided like I'm gonna chase this music shit. I'm leaving.
Of course. I mean, it wasn't my intention to like drop out.
Yeah.
Dishonor. You know what I'm saying?
Dishonor to the family, bro.
I knew like pretty early on. I was like this. I was always very good at school on some real Asian shit. Like that was kind of corny, but I'm being honest. I was actually like good. I think it just became very boring for me. Like my parents like really drilled it into me. To really be good at just like work hard and get good grades. But I ended up applying that to something that I actually love, and I think that's why they actually genuinely really support me.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? Like, I think like regardless of me actually doing shows or being like kind of successful at this, I think it's just been they saw that I really treated this like a job early on.
Yeah.
And when it had no money, we were losing money. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. I think just it's very surreal. Even flying in here, come do a podcast before I even set foot in where I'm going back on tour, 3 days. In the future, I don't know. I'm out of it,
Yeah.
But it's crazy, man. Like it's really a blessing. It's really a blessing.
Having people actually like want to like hear about you and hear your music.
Hell yeah, bro.
That's dope.
I kid you not. Like, so I went on my first headline tour from April to end of July this year, right? Like, when I first started making some noise in 2018, I opened for Dumbfounded, who was someone I looked up to. And then I had just signed to Jay's label at the time, Higher Music. So that was I went on those 2 tours back to back. And then doing that, opening for Jay on tour, thousands of people sold out. It kind of put the perception in my head, like, I don't want my first headline tour where I'm not the opener. I want it to be some crazy superstar shit.
Yeah.
So I've always never wanted to do it. But then, you know, this year, like, I took the gamble and did it. And it definitely was not thousands of people, but a couple hundred people, like 13 cities, like that was really special, you know? And none of the shows were perfect. We whooped this shit, jugged this whole tour. A lot of favors, you know? A lot of people helped out. Shouts to Ran Foods, who helped sponsor it, you know? Good ass noodles too. Cindy Song, shout out Cindy Song.
Hey, shout to Cindy.
Literally came out of pocket, like helped out with everything. It was supposed to be hair, makeup, ended up being merch, everything. Tour management damn near.
Yeah.
You know, like keeping my ass in check. But yeah, for real, like it was an amazing experience, and that actually kind of encouraged me to start taking some more risks in this thing. So it was dope. It was incredible.
You said you're from Messon, Wisconsin?
Yeah.
What was it
608,
like?
baby.
608. What was it like growing up as a Korean person in Messon,
I
Wisconsin?
didn't know. I didn't think I was Asian for the first.
Shut the hell. What do you
Kidding. I
mean?
definitely did, because my parents always instilled that in me early.
Gotcha.
Which you might think I'm lying because my Korean is not good. But it was because also, you know, my parents from Korea, and they really believed for me to succeed in America, I had to be Americanized. But I mean, yeah, like I used to like play football and shit. Like sports. Was I good? I don't know. But I did. I participated. And I just, you know, had I didn't how can I say this, like, not stereotypically, you know, like I didn't grow up, like you wouldn't think it was like a very traditionally Asian upbringing. We're Korean, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I hung out with like a lot of white, a lot of black, Spanish, whatever, Latino, my bad, you know? Just yeah, I remember one time on, what was it, TikTok? I think I said like the Latin X community fucks with me, and then people was going off. I was like, I swear it's a misunderstanding. I'm sorry. You know?
I don't know what the misunderstanding is. I'm Latino.
Oh yeah, well I guess it's not like, some people find that that's not what they want to be referred to as.
There's some people way too fucking sensitive.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, I get it. Like, and just as I'm free to share my music and shit,
yeah.
people are free to get mad as fuck at me too.
True. Also very true.
You know?
You put yourself in the internet. That's what's allowed to
For
happen.
sure.
You know?
And that's one thing that really, like, when I was growing up, I didn't have thick skin. Like, it's crazy how now, like, I'm rapping, talking all this shit, but I was very shy, and I just wanted people to like me. And now I feel like with the music, it's like I have the platform to pop my shit. You know what I mean?
Was there anything that made you come out of your shell, like prior to that?
Because I had to surprise move to Korea in 8th grade.
What do you mean?
Without knowing any Korean, like literally 2 weeks notice, like, we going to Korea. We're going to Korea. I'm like, hell no, that's not what's up, you know? And then we went. And then I got put in a Korean school, uniforms, like had to learn Korean, all boys school. Shit was crazy, bro. I was like, this is not it.
So your parents just picked up and you guys left?
Yeah, but of course, like, I'm sure it was brewing for a while. At the end of the day, they were doing what any good parents would do, and it's chasing better opportunity. But of course I can't understand that. I'm fucking ungrateful as hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like 12 years old, like, fuck no, fuck you.
I don't
Like,
want to go.
yeah, exactly. So, yeah, like that kind of put me in a perspective, like, damn, like I'm giving up this whole life that I thought was the greatest life. And honestly, it was a great life. You know, we never had a lot, but my parents gave everything they could to make it feel like we had everything.
Yeah,
and I didn't realize that till later on, like being an adult and having to pay my own shit. You know what I mean? Like, damn, like they gave up everything, man. For
How
me.
do they feel about what you're doing now?
They love it. I mean, not at first. You know, when I decided to drop out of high school, my dad called me, and this is before, you know, I was on an AT&T Go prepaid phone, like until I was like 23 years old, bro. That was my first legit iPhone when I was 23. But until then, like, I was like on the phone, like with the buttons, the physical buttons,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
So I didn't have Kakao Talk. I didn't even, you know, I talked to my dad. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a rapper. I'm dropping out. And he booked a flight to America the same day. Like, I was like,
wait, you came back by yourself?
I came back with my mom.
Oh, okay.
And my dad was grinding in Korea, you know?
Whoa.
And he's like, I'm pulling up. I'll see you in like 2 days. I'm like, this is not it.
He comes with a belt.
No, it's crazy because that's what I anticipated. But honestly, like, only got hit when I really needed to. Like, my parents, contrary to like all like what they say about like Asian parents, black parents, Latino parents, whatever, my parents are very gentle. And pretty much like my dad was furious. He's like, you're gonna throw your life away for And it wasn't even about music. It was you're throwing your life away for a dream that most people don't achieve. Ooh. And I told him, and I don't know if I was capping or not, but I was like, even if I don't blow up, I'm gonna like find the next kid, and all the things I applied, like all the things I've learned from music, I'll apply it to getting them to the next level. And he was like, okay, like it's not just about fame, you know?
Wow.
Ted, you have some massive balls.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely do, bro. Like, I'll say this. He was like, we can't support you financially. Yeah. We have no connections, but if this is really what you want to do, I'll stand with you. And I've seen my dad chase his dreams, and whether in teaching English in Korea or history, whatever it is, you know. Like, I've seen him give up a lot of opportunities to make more money to do what he loves, and I learned that from him. I could say that for real, you know.
Oh, wow.
So I took that chance and struggled for years, like literally for years. I'll say until maybe 2-3 years ago. Honestly, I'll say I really struggled until last year.
Oh, wow.
I can't even.
Wild.
And I can say that now because I'm not really struggling anymore, you know. But yeah, it was, you know, just because you get some clout, you get some views, you start whatever. It doesn't mean you're making money, bro. Sleeping on couches, all that still. You know?
What does it look like, the struggling, you know, the whole
shit, you sleeping on your big homie's couch, but you're having mad fun. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel like a struggle because you don't realize it is. You know, like I'll say this, like I have friends that are really like, how do you define struggle? You know what I mean? Because I ended up living in the projects when I was in New York, when I was coming up, because I had nowhere else to go. And my bro Saho, who honestly helped me out through everything from the beginning, you know what I mean? He was paying his cousin like $300 for me to live there because I was making no money off music. I have no job. I'm using like, my homies are splitting their EBT with me to eat.
Damn, that's a homie.
Because they believe in me. And also because they just fuck with me. You know what's crazy though? This is me like, okay, I'm from humble beginnings, right? But my mom's making kimbap for me. I'm eating fried rice and shit. I'm good. I never thought I would end up in like the P's, you know, or using this kind of shit to eat with my friends because I don't got no money, but they don't got it either, and they splitting it with me. So that shows me like, damn, like these are my brothers, you know, they just open arms. And it's like, honestly, like I kind of chose this life. I chose this path, you know what I mean? Because maybe if I had stayed in school and got good grades, could have went to college, got a real job, whatever it is. Like, I think that's a beautiful thing too. I fuck with that. I really respect people like that take that path. I think that's honorable because you feeding your family and feeding yourself. But yeah, I took a risk and I met people that along the way that might not have had a lot, but they really, you know, and pushed me through. Like, I can't even ever cap and be like, I did this on my own. Where claim that I did this on my own was a lot of people pushed me on my way to where I am now.
At this time, you're in the projects, you're in Brooklyn, you're sharing, you know, EBT with your homies. Are you working at other jobs? Are you making music?
I've never had a job.
We're
making music with a microphone in the, before I went to the projects in Harlem, I was staying at my friend's family's house in Canarsie in the Flossie in Brooklyn, East 105th and Flatlands. There was a hole in my boy's wall in his room, and we just put the mic in the hole in the wall studios. I was
literally hole in the wall.
Yeah, like
this is like bootstrapping from.
Yeah,
wow.
We were using Audacity, a free software, bringing the files from Audacity into FL Studio, which we cracked as well, on a Pond laptop, and then all these free cracked plugins and just making it work. You know,
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's what I was doing. That's the most fun I had before this year. Swear to God.
Oh wow,
really?
Yeah.
You know how I said that it's kind of hard to define struggle.
Yeah.
Especially you going through that for all those years until recent, right? This past year, you said it's like...
You know what it is? I think when I say that, it's hard to define struggle because it's like I kind of put myself in a even, like I would say, harder place than where I came from, you know? Like me and my mom grew up when I was in like high school, whatever. Like I grew up in a small apartment my whole life. I never knew what a house was. I would go to my friends' houses, but honestly, especially my white friends, you know, oh damn, this shit, this is crazy. And then actually being in the music now and seeing real big houses in LA in the hills or whatever, I'm like, damn, this is even crazier, you know? So, I guess it's like struggle. It's like, I used to be one of those kids that was like, man, if you from something, if your family has some money, I can't fuck with you like that. But then I realized that's so petty, because as my career grows, my goal is so in the future, my kids don't got to worry about shit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But I realized, like, what I respect now is, no matter what your circumstance was, is you're trying to make something even greater. That's some real shit to me. You know what I mean? And some of the people in this industry might have come from a lot of paper, but they put in the work.
Yeah.
And they made the most out of everything to really grind it out. And it's crazy, because you'll meet people whose families are more wealthy. Their parents are crazy hard on them for trying to do something like this.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I respect that. So.
You know, you said that when you were out in New York, you didn't really know what a house was, like, to the size that you see nowadays, right? Do you know what you were chasing exactly? Because
I didn't know what I was chasing until this year.
Oh, really?
Oh, damn.
Because when I was in New York struggling with like 600 followers on Instagram, posting off like a bootleg AT&T, like, I don't know what that phone was. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm grinding. I'm having mad fun. We're like eating bacon, egg, no cheese for me. I hate cheese, bro.
Oh, really?
Sadly,
In Wisconsin, you eat cheese?
This is,
Cheeseheads?
party foul. Yeah. I fuck with the Packers though. Love, you know?
Fair enough.
But yeah, like, I was having so much fun. And then ironically, like, once I actually started getting a little traction, viral on Spotify, signing to J Park Higher Music, going on these tours, starting to see my numbers, my shit build, it started becoming less about the music and more about the analytics. And that fucked up my head until like maybe like May, June of this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think for the first time, I'm finally making music that I love again. And not trying to like, oh, this is going to appeal to this person, or this is going to appeal to this person. This is going to work. This isn't going to work. It's like, it became so business to me.
Yeah.
And it really screwed my creativity, to be honest with you.
You think it became more of a job?
Oh yeah. This shit has been a job like since 2018. And ironically, and maybe it is because I have a little more financial comfort now.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the reality. But now I'm like, shit, like, damn, I came so far. I got to appreciate this shit. And don't get me wrong. Sometimes I still wake up on the wrong side, you know, like, damn, like, I'm not happy. But it's way better than before. Even last year, I'll tell you that, you know?
Do you remember the first time where you felt that, where the analytics or the numbers weren't what you expected, and you're like,
I think I started really feeling that way when I was still with Higher Music, to be honest. Like,
really?
seeing, and these are my homies, like, PH1 is really my dog. You know, I fuck with Sick K. Woody just came back from the Korean Army. You know, that's my guy. Like, a lot of these, I fuck with a lot of the artists on that label, and the American dudes too, you know? And I'm watching all my homies like go crazy in Korea, keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm like, fuck, like, I'm growing, but I'm not scaling like them. And that used to really fuck my head up, you know? And then I realized the reality is like, we all have our own path, right? And even like when I signed to Jay, like, that was like a culture shock for me. K-hip hop, I had no idea what that was. I knew what K-pop was because when I lived in Korea for a year and a half, I used to see Big Bang on TV every day. I was like, oh yeah, that's what's up. Like, they're cold, you know. I fuck with them. They got the drip, like, respect. The music's cool, you know.
yeah.
But I think now, when I look back on it, it's like, at the end of the day, if you compete with other people, especially people that you respect, it's only gonna hold you back. It's gonna make you miserable. And now that I've kind of built my friends built this with my friends that I enjoy working with and hanging out with, everyone that I've met along the way, it's like we're doing something for our own dreams and goals. And for me, for real, it's like I feel like I'm not competing with anyone anymore.
It seems like you've built exactly what you want. You know, you're having fun with it. You're competing maybe against yourself.
I am competing against myself, and it's like a lot of life sacrifices too, you know? It's like the music has honestly been relatively easy for me. Like, when I go to the studio, I'm freestyling, punching in, and I'm making like 3 to 5 songs a day, right? So
That's crazy.
even if whether they're great or not, like, they're cool, and I had fun doing it, and it's effortless. And I think now it's like music at one point started feeling robotic. Like, I'm going in the studio with a producer. I know what their sound is, kind of what they're gonna give me. I know what I'm gonna do. And it's like subconsciously I already know the song in my head. And now, you know, especially post-tour, inspired, motivated, rejuvenated. Also, like, you know, cut a lot of the drugs, to be honest, and alcohol.
And
Like,
smoking.
yeah, for real. I pretty much haven't smoked for the past like month and some change, which is a lot for me, man. You know, so I've just had a clear conscience, and not saying I'm gonna quit forever. That's not true. I love smoking, you know, but I just right now is like, my body needs a break. I've toured for 6 months straight this year. I've never done that before, and I was like, shit, I've spent no time at home, so let me just chill. And I'm just making decisions a little more clearly now, and it feels good. And the music is like, I'm not worried about this market or this audience or am I gonna release this. It's just I'm just making music again. It feels good, you know. Because that's why we started. Thanks, brother. That's why we start doing it. We do what we love, you know. It's like before you start worrying about everything else, and that's just how the world is, right? It's like, can this scale? Can I make more money from this? How much more successful?
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. Before all that other stuff, it's like, why do we do it? It's because damn, this is so fun, and you feel like you're doing something good with your life, you know.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel kind of inspired.
Oh,
Me too. Being here too.
That's super dope to hear that you brought yourself back to your roots. Because do you remember the first time that you kind of felt like you did something for the numbers, for the views, for the streams, where you're like, oh, this is not really me, but
I think it was like, you know, until 2017, every song I'd put out had under 1,000 plays on Spotify. So then I put out this song called Hello, Who Is This?
Oh yeah.
First 28 days, under 1,000. That's normal. I wasn't even checking my Spotify. I didn't even know how to check the numbers, anything. I'm just like, I'm gonna keep grinding. It hit fresh finds and then went top 10 viral. It did like 100,000 streams in like 5-6 days or something.
It's crazy.
what'd that feel like?
I was like, oh shit, I made it. You know? So, and then of course, like 20 plus million streams later, I'm like, dang, like I started looking at songs like, it's gotta do this, it's gotta do that. But I think after I did that, that was like my first jolt of like, people are starting to hear me.
Yeah.
And then I also learned quickly that you can't bank on looks like that, especially editorial or PR kind of stuff. Like I've never gotten a major playlist since then. With arguably better music, more polished, whatever, and more fans. It's like, you never know what's going to happen for you, man. You know? So I realized like, that's what I really learned from my tour. It's like, okay, maybe I'm not doing 1,000 to 3,000 cap rooms, but there's like 100 some people coming out for me, you know, that know every song, that I get to meet after the show. I actually get to know, like, I've gotten to know a lot of my fans that are friends for real, you know? And that's so rewarding. It's like, damn, like you respecting my art and my hustle made you fuck with me enough to buy a ticket, spend money to come support me. And then I actually get to know you and you're cool as fuck. I fuck with you. That's like the most dopest thing I would say from this music. And I used to have this thing in my head where like, if I died today, would I be happy with how far I got? I was always hell no. And now to be honest, like, yeah, I would be happy. I'd be proud. And of course that doesn't mean that I'm not going to push even harder to get it to the next level. But damn, bro, you know, like for someone to spend their money to come support you, like that's love, bro.
Dude, that must feel amazing.
A lot of people work jobs and it's not easy, bro. You know what I mean? Even for us creatives, like shit, we work for our money too. Like, damn, like, am I about to spend this? I'm about to spend that, whatever, or whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's like for them to like, for anyone to support your art, you know, whether it's $1 or $1,000, whatever it is, $10,000, whatever, you know, it's like, that's respect. It's a big respect.
I have a question on the music video for Hello, Who's This? Why is it a smiley face? Why'd you block out your whole face?
That's Capital France. That's not, I don't know. That wasn't my plan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, cause you know, I signed that deal to Universal in overseas in Europe. Crazy, you know, but still it's love. Cause they gave me my first deal and first bag ever. And then, yeah, that was their idea. And how am I going to say no? I had under 1,000 monthly listeners like 2 months ago. You know what I mean? How can I tell y'all what to do? Shit.
Yeah, maybe Neil Bear. It's like, damn.
You know? But I thought it was a creative video and a lot of fun.
No, it was good.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, I'm like, oh, are you shy? Like, is this the first video?
It was like, I think like it was something with emoji too. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But
I was like, does he think he's ugly? Because the next song is like, I'm ugly, but I'll still fuck you.
I think that's been the funnest thing for me too, is like, honestly, bro, like I was never really self-conscious about how I looked until I started getting in that Korean music space.
You cannot compare yourself to like the dudes there.
No, of course, but
Yeah.
then seeing people comment about it too, I was like, damn. But then it's crazy because like I worked on a lot of shit about that too. Like I used to be like 200 some pounds, bro.
No way.
Really?
Eating like fried chicken every day in Atlanta when I first visited. The greatest, that was incredible. But it's like little sacrifices too. You know what I mean? Like to feel better about myself. And like, I'll say this, like I didn't have very thick skin going into it. I had thick skin about everything else. Starving, struggling, getting no clout, no fans, living in intense conditions, whatever. I was fine with all that. And then ironically, it's like once people started coming at my appearance, that shit fucked me up, bro.
Damn, that was
Met your parents?
online? Was that like an online thing?
What do you mean?
Online. Like all these like little K-pop stands like coming at me and not even giving my music a chance because they didn't think I looked good enough, right?
Oh, wow.
And that really screwed me up. But then of course like, and here's the irony, we can talk about timing. I'm like, damn, let's say that I had got an even bigger reach and I actually popped off. Like, dude, I might have, I don't know. I was not ready for that. But now like my confidence has grown and I just growing up as a man, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like now it's kind of just like, all right, like you can have your own opinion, but a lot of people fuck with me too. Like a lot of people, you know, whatever. So it's like, I think I have my own little charm and my own talent and people love and respect and like it. And I think that's what matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, you can't like, I'm like, dude, like, I'm not going to compare myself to Jungkook, bro. Like, I'm not delusional.
Yeah.
And shouts to him too. He going crazy.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
he
you know
is,
what I mean?
dude.
He's going
I
crazy.
started a song today
The new one?
at Bungalow. No, it's the same one, 7 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really like it's artists like him that are actually, in my opinion, making K-pop super cool.
Oh, yeah.
Because he ain't even a K-pop artist no more. He's a mainstream, huge commercial
he's a
pop.
worldwide
He's
star.
a worldwide pop star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so dope.
It's next level.
You know?
Speaking about that, you know, Jungkook and BTS and all that's from Korea, right? How did you identify your music being a Korean American? Were you like
I used to
trying
hate
represent-
K-hip hop, bro. I used to not hate K-hip hop. I used to hate being categorized as that. And then I realized 3 things. I am Korean American and I signed to J Park. And I'm
Yeah.
collaborating with these guys. Like it's inevitable. And now I realize I have my own little lane, like not going on Show Me the Money, not being in Korea, making English music. Like, okay, cool. Like I'm more than happy to be put in that discussion, but while just doing my own thing. You know what I mean?
Is that where your haters were coming from like being signed to that group? Because it kind of like you're attached to that?
Honestly, like, I don't know. Like, at the end of the day, like, I understand, like, especially in Korean beauty standard and in general, like,
Yeah.
there's like for like superstar, like, especially pop stuff, it's like, there's like a standard, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But I think for me, what's been fun about that is like, I'm just a normal dude making
Yeah.
good music, man.
I like to think that once you have like some haters and stuff, it means you're doing good. Like,
Oh, for
you know,
sure.
you're starting
I mean,
to,
dude, at least you're getting a reaction.
yeah.
I be like meeting people that I'm like, damn, you sing so fucking good. Your music's so good. And it's not really getting the traction. And I realized because like people just it hasn't gotten the reach to get that kind of reaction. So for people to even feel any type of way, whether it's your music, your drip, your looks, your personality, whatever it is, like shit, at least like you got to the point to where they feel like they got to say something.
Yeah. We've had people comment on our TikTok and stuff, like attacking Peter, thinking he's Bobby Lee.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
like,
you get that hella, like, oh, Bobby Lee's new podcast. I'm like, shh, damn, just because I'm wearing a fucking beanie.
I feel like 3 times.
No, at least I feel like. But talking about that, you're talking about looks, drip, and stuff like that. When did you start looking more like a rapper?
Honestly, maybe like, I think I've always had like a loud style, like from 13, 14, stealing clothes from Urban Outfitters.
Wait, what?
Yes, all the Obey, all that. I'm snitching on myself right now, but fuck it. At this point, I'll pay that shit back. It's good. But yeah, like stealing drip, you know, like Wiz Khalifa, like Taylor Gang days, like cargo shorts, Vans, crew neck sweaters, Tumblr era.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on that.
Were you a Tumblr rapper?
Nah.
Oh.
I don't think I ever made a Tumblr. Maybe I did, but I didn't know how to use it. But I love that drip, that style, you know. And like, you know, you smoke and like you put the cloud in your face.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know how to inhale. I was just wasting weed, but it was probably mid anyway. I was like,
Do you have an album cover like that?
oh, dude, my personal Facebook, I gotta clear some shit out. That is not what's up.
Wait, we gotta get it off this
Link
Facebook.
right here for that.
I mean, yeah, No shame, but yeah, it was a little cringe, you know. But I would say like I think this is ironically for me like this is the first year where even just the way I dress like I'm just comfortable with everything. You know what I mean? I realize like you can't let the brand wear you, especially now being able to buy designer shit. Like it's like you gotta actually just like it, you know? Like are you buying it because it says Prada on it? I mean, yeah, I love the Cloudburst. It's in my luggage right there. I love the shoes, you know, but it's like I bought them because I actually like them. You know what I mean? I feel like style is like I have friends in fashion that just know how to dress.
Yeah.
And honestly, like I've always kind of just thrown shit together. Like, oh, I think it looks cool. But I think this is the like for real. Like I used to try really hard. Like it's hot as hell. I'm wearing like jackets and shit.
Oh yeah, that's when you
Yeah.
know. That's when. You
But I
know.
can't even say something because on this tour in LA, I had the green Montclair puffer on at the LA show. But why did I do that? I don't know.
It just felt right.
But you know what it is? It's just I think like this year, honestly, for me, like a lot of things have really come together. Like just feeling comfortable in my own skin, like
Nice.
falling back in love and making music. Like, yeah.
Wearing that Wonder Bread jacket.
Oh yeah, that was shouts to Amazon, man. Put me on.
to Amazon.
That was Amazon. $60.
You know, you went on tour recently, and you saying that falling back in love, like before doing music and just doing it out of like the hole in the wall studio and all that. Was it hard to like date and tell people like your main thing is doing music? Because I feel like if there's any place that you could do that, it would be somewhere like New York. You know, it's like, oh, he's got goals, he's got ambitions. That's what he's doing at the very least. So it doesn't really matter if he's doing in a hole in the wall studio. Like, do you feel like during that time, like when you're meeting people and telling them that it was a bad thing or a good thing?
It's funny because I had a talk with a friend that told me it's almost like a bad look now if you once you get to a certain point to like post your like people want to see you in like a big studio, not recording at home. But I feel like if you're posting yourself recording at home, it shows you love this shit for real. I'm not able to go to a big fancy studio, but I love making music so much that I took the initiative to make it at home. And that's the irony. Like when I had nothing, I had no shame. I told people too much probably. Yeah, I have no money for food. Like all these clothes or whatever. I'm wearing the same fit 5 days in a row. And then you start making some noise. And then it's like, oh, you start getting a little like, ooh, should I tell people that I can't eat this? Then I can't go to this place to eat right now. Like, where, ooh, I don't want to spend this, whatever. You know what I mean? So I guess like, yeah, like once you start becoming someone, these kind of things kind of matter, your public perception, you know? But I think ironically now, you know, after growing, like I have no shame with friends, whatever. You know, like whether my money's up or it's a little bit tight, it's like, shit, bro, this is what it is. You know, but one thing I love about my group of friends is when we're up, we share it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's real brotherhood, especially like when we're up and someone else don't got it, like I got you. But if like, damn, I just put all my money into this, or I messed this bag up, because I screw up on business too.
Yeah.
Bad investments, whatever. Like it happens, you know. And then I got you. So it's like, I think once you're able, and you kind of get over the little bit of the hype, the clout, whatever, and you're able to be transparent. It's one of the best feelings. Even like with this tour, I always told the fans, like each of y'all spending $20 to $40, or some of them traveling, road tripping, buying flights. What you spent to come support me, you don't know how much that helped me. Because every ticket sale gives me a bigger opportunity for the future. And honestly, I sold a lot more tickets on this tour than a lot of artists that have more followers than me independently, you know? So, yeah, I feel like now that, yeah, I guess going back to your point, it's like when you're hungry and you have nothing, you have no fear of spreading your love for the music, telling people about that, and not having nothing because you're excited.
Yeah.
But once you get a taste of it, yeah, it becomes a little shameful almost when you're not where you think people, or where you're not quite where people think you are, at least in your eyes.
Yeah.
But then you realize, like, who cares about perception, man? You gotta live your life, bro.
Yeah. You can't change the way people think about you. You just gotta do your own thing.
You know what's crazy? When I was like 12 years old, rapping in the mirror, I used to want to do arenas, bro. And now I'm just like, damn, like, if I can just scale up a few more fans every show, like that's something to be super grateful for. You You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's up and coming, man.
for sure.
You know how you mentioned that your pops was like, "Yo, you could really throw away your life for like this," but then eventually he was like, "No, you know what? If you could be ride or die, I'm gonna support you."
Yeah.
Was there a moment where he was like, "Hey, I see what you're doing. Like, I'm proud of you."
Shortly after that.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Best feeling. Like, damn, like, you heard a few songs I made and said, this is actually really good. That's an incredible feeling. Even my mom, and, you know, it's a little hard to talk about, but last year, you know, I hadn't seen my parents in 3 years because COVID and whatever.
Oh yeah.
I flew to Korea, excited to, like, work, tap in with artists that I haven't pre-COVID, and plus having a bigger following. And then, you know, my mom, you know, got sick because she had caught COVID and her body swelled up.
No.
And then, you know, I was in the hospital with her. I thought she was going to die. I planned on spending every day with my mom for 3 weeks. I saw her 3 times. The first 2 times to try to get her to go, and the last time on my second to last day before leaving, because they finally let me in, because there was hella like procedure complications to get in. And she told me, like, I always was so hard on you, but I love it when you sing. Like, it's beautiful. And I was like, it really reminds you why you do this. And it also inspired me to make more meaningful shit, to be honest, you know? So,
Damn.
yeah, but that's a blessing, man.
And your mom's okay?
She okay?
Yeah, she's okay. My mom's doing good. She's a fighter, man. She's a soldier.
Okay. Glad to
yeah.
hear.
Honestly, as all moms, not just Asian moms, but all moms.
Yeah.
Soldiers, man, for real, you know? So,
Definitely.
yeah, and that's something very sensitive. Like, I love showing my mom off on social media and posting her and stuff, you know, but that's very sensitive for me. I think, honestly, since high school, I haven't let any of my friends meet my mom,
Really?
Oh wow.
you know, to be honest. But that's going to change for sure.
Any particular reason, like specific from high school on?
Well, you know, in high school, I was young and very guard down, letting everyone into our home, which is honestly not right, you know? But now as like a man, like, that's family. I have to be for certain your family to meet my family. You know what I mean? Because you got to protect the energy. You have to protect the energy and protect the people you love's energy. But, you know, now I feel really confident, and I would love for everyone to meet her, to be honest, you know? And the reality too is, like, our parents are getting older. Shit, we getting older, bro.
Yeah.
We see friends pass away way too early. Whether it be like me and Pass's little bro Jug, they got shot in the head in the studio, rest in peace. Wow. Where friends that have died to overdose, were to just out of nowhere, you healthy, living good. You realize, like, sometimes it's okay to have, like, with people that you love and trust or whatever, like, it's okay to really let them in, all the way in, and be vulnerable, you know? I think that's like real strength. I'm still learning shit, you know?
Yeah, of course. At what point did you feel like you're like, damn, I'm gonna let my guard down because I trust these people? Like, I want
Last few
them in?
years.
Really?
Yeah.
Was there a particular moment you're like, this is the first time I'm ever doing this? I'm giving you all my trust. I'm allowing you into my circle.
Probably 2020. Like, okay, I'll say the first time is like with my boy Saho, because, like, you know, 2015 to 2017, I had no motion. I was honestly, I was on the brink of giving up in New York. I had nowhere to stay. And I met my boy at a hotel party
Whoa.
in New York that I shouldn't have been at. But it's like fate, you know? And he's like, I want to work with an artist. And then he spent like literally anything he could to like keep me afloat. Found me the place to stay, you know, helping me with food, everything, studio, everything. Like, really believed in me, got in. And then it's funny because my boy Casey, one of my good friends from way back in the day, like I have like a few elementary, middle school friends that I'm still in touch with. And he came to see me in New York, saw how we were living, like nothing glamorous, never judged, had a great time, thugged it out with me. Basements, couches, whatever, you know. Brought him to the hood, shit. White boy from Madison, you know, had a great time. He loved it. Playing basketball and shit, like eating, like, you know, I think like just going through stuff, being at the lowest with people and them having your back 100%, never outing you publicly, like that's when I knew like, damn, like I got some real family.
How have you managed to, I guess, return the favor or pay him back for those years that you're with
To
him?
be honest, I'm never gonna be able to.
Oh wow.
I think loyalty is the one thing you can offer though, because the reality is like where I'm at is like I'm finally like pretty financially stable and living better than a lot of people that I know, to be honest. But like, and I always pay it back where I can. But we're at a point where we're trying to really scale and blow this up, man. And everything has to go in, you know, or even I'm making sacrifices, like going back. I'm starting to go back to eat how I used to eat pre-clout. You know what I mean? Not going out, staying in, locking in, taking care of my body, my mind, my inner peace, you know? And honestly, my pockets too. But just always being there, picking up the phone, just being there like through the highs, the lows for everyone. And they do the same for me, you know? It's like, it's hard to show your loyalty when the pie's not big enough to feed everyone. But when y'all really believe in it, it's like we're all willing to eat less to get it to the next point. You know what I mean?
The next point, I know you got the song coming out, Home Alone.
Yeah.
What's it been like trying to, because you told me you've invested more into this one song than any other song you ever, your whole entire career.
We're going all in, man.
Right?
Like, I made this record with these producers, SNC, shouts to homies. Like, we hit, like, the chemistry was just off the charts, like, the first studio session. And we made this record. And it's, like, very different than what I usually make. But the reaction to literally everyone I've showed this song, whether they're into hip-hop or pop music or, like, ambient, like, emotional kind of stuff, everyone's been like, this record is incredible. And it honestly made me be like, fuck it, let's pull the trigger on it. Like, you know, the way we've been doing it, like just giving game to other independent artists, like we've been like investing in it little by little. We're not at all slowly building, scaling it, not really spending on marketing, just putting it out, trying to stay consistent. Some hit, some don't, fuck it. But this one, like, we're gonna really try and push this as much as we can. And not saying we have like a Interscope budget, but shit, we got some chicken, you know, we got some money that we're putting in. So, you know, we just gotta hope for the best, but we're gonna will it to win. Either way, regardless, it's like no matter how far it goes, it's a dope song, and I'm excited for people to hear it.
When's it out?
November 3rd.
Shit.
Coming up.
Yes,
I
sir.
link right here.
Yes, sir.
Right here.
Man, yeah, I'm really excited though. Like,
I'm excited for you too, man. I hope you guys get. You said you wanted to get in a guest star or a guest artist on it too.
Yeah, we're gonna try and find someone that fits the song perfectly. That going crazy, you know.
Who would be your dream artist to have on there?
On this record, honestly, it gives me very like Post Malone kind of feel.
Ooh.
Now I don't got 300,000 for the feature, but I know he liked that Korean barbecue. I heard.
Hey, that's a good trade.
Nah, but there's so many artists. Like, it's crazy. Like, how many talented artists there are that are going crazy. Got fans and like people that love and respect their art. Like, there's so many. There's probably hundreds of artists that could kill it on there. So that's just like when I thought of the vibe while creating it, that's someone I thought of. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Good shit, man. We're excited to hear it.
Hell yeah, I appreciate that, bro.
So I'm gonna flip it a little bit. I wanted to ask a little bit about your dating life.
Yo, that nervous laughter though. You know it's gonna be good.
Now I know. Now you are in exploring something new, a new part of your life. You know, you're not drinking, smoking. You're in a healthier part of your life. You're also in a healthy relationship too now, to an extent, I assume. Mm-hmm. But I want to know about the dog. I want to know a little bit of what's it like dating as, like, you know, from someone who is living in your friend's house, couch, apartment, trying to make it. What was dating like then, as opposed to like once you started getting a little more clout, once you started getting, you know, some traction and people being like, oh shit, that's Ted Park.
I'm gonna say this. I don't think like, okay, I'm not gonna like publicize my relationship.
Yeah.
But
We can cut that part out too.
I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But I will say this, right? Like being a dog, right? I was honestly like through high school, through like early 20s, I wasn't never like that. I guess just like maybe it was like insecurity or like needing an ego boost. Like I'm the fucking man, you know? But I'll say this, like, I would say most people that I've been with, like I had like a somewhat sort of connection with them outside and I thought they looked good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh damn, like they look good. And of course, like that's like the driving force like 90% of the time. But then it's like, it's crazy. Like one thing my dad told me, I'm not saying he told me to like go crazy, fuck all these, whatever. But it's like, you have to meet a lot of people before you realize what you really want in someone. And I'll say like, I've met like so many different girls from like different backgrounds, different countries, like whatever. And it's like, damn, like there's literally like someone special for everyone. Even if, cause I used to feel lonely as hell and I still do, honestly, sometimes, you know,
It's normal.
but I realized like, man, like there's so many people out there that no matter what your past is or your future, honestly, like there's always going to be someone for someone, even if it don't feel like that. And I realize that's a lot of the fans too. Like they fall in love with an artist because, you know, they feel like this artist relates to them and it gives them someone to kind of like look for.
Yeah.
Or in that mold. But like, it's crazy how like I've seen fans come to my shows, honestly, kind of like not even hollering at me, but you know what I'm saying? Like being very personable with me. And then they're at my next show with a boyfriend or something.
Ooh.
And that's so cool, man. I think that's really dope.
Speaking about like fans, like what does the word sturdy mean for you?
Thick, strong. Because honestly, like I like that. You know what I mean? Like I respect like a curvy woman that, you know what I'm saying? Like I like that.
I like to use the word respect first.
Respectfully, for real. I think if she's sturdy, she worthy. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest, bro. Like I think that's cool. You know, I love like, and especially like seeing like Asian homies with like thick women. Like that's cool as hell.
I love thick women, so you know. You
And
don't
even
gotta,
me,
you don't
like,
gotta convince me.
bro, like I'm kind of sturdy too.
Yeah, you're sturdy.
Hey, boy, Ted's sturdy.
It's about to be cuddling season.
You're a little sturdy too.
Stay warm.
Getting there,
Yeah.
a little cozy, you know. Now Mario likes all types of women, though. If it makes you feel better, he was born a dog, so it's all good. You know, this guy's been traveling down this lonely road for a long time, but it's
Hey,
all
but
good.
you know what I'm saying though? Even the wildest dog can be tamed.
I agree.
I've seen him get close. You know,
Wow.
you know how we were talking about in the car where you're like, yeah, some of my friends kind of doubt that, like, yeah, can I be in a healthy relationship? Man, that happens with this guy all the time. And this time I was like, oh shit, I think he might have met his match. You know, he might be going somewhere stable and healthy. And nope, right back into the dog pound.
I mean, but it's all, I realized like through the good and the bad experiences with the opposite, you know, like it's all just, it's more for your story. And it just prepares you to be with the right person, whether it's 1 year or 50 years from now.
That's a
You
good
know what I
mindset to have. I completely agree.
100%.
I think every relationship teaches you something very similar to like what your dad said. My dad told me something similar where it's like you have to try and like experience different relationships, you know, be with different people because it'll eventually teach you what it is you really want out of someone, like the different
Absolutely.
qualities. Like I think you develop a picture of the maybe let's say ideal person that you want to date. And a lot of those qualities come from all the women that you've dated before. So
Absolutely.
you kind of pick and choose like, this was good about her. That was bad. This was good here. And it kind of forms your picture of like what your ideal partner is.
Absolutely.
What's your picture look like?
I don't know, man. It's all blurry right now.
Damn, after that whole spiel, you're like, nah, I have no idea what this bitch looks like.
That's not true. That's not true.
Any girl that can eat 3 times a day for me.
Yeah, really. That's one of your main things.
Oh, absolutely. Can you eat Korean barbecue, tacos, noodles, everything? Can you do this every day consistently
Damn.
3 times a day?
That girl's got to be sturdy.
I actually love a
to do
girl
that.
who eats.
Oh, for sure.
You like girls
I
who
like girls who eat.
I think so.
And
too.
like get excited about it. Mm-hmm. You know, like, oh, like, I like that. I like
So you
that.
think food's like a quality time
Oh,
thing?
absolutely. Food is like one of the funnest things for me to do. A lot of my friends are so busy. The only time we can hang out is eating. So that's like quality time. So like, of course, like I would want someone that like gets excited to go eat.
Yeah.
That's fire.
So let's say you meet this chick, right? She has all the traits that you think is like perfect, attractive, whatever.
Yeah.
But she don't eat.
I can't. Food is like bonding time.
Damn.
Wait, same question, but she don't like your music.
That's fine. I could live with
Okay.
that. I could live with
Damn, she gotta like tacos, but it's okay if she doesn't like your music.
Dude, if you like Alpastar with the pineapple, we good.
That's what we're going after.
Oh, after for sure.
We about to grab.
You know what's crazy? I lived in LA almost all last year. I think even in between my tour dates this year, from June to July, I had like maybe a couple hundred tacos. I got tacos every day, 2 times a day for the first 10 some days I was here.
Dude, you're on his fucking vibe then.
No, what are you talking
In
about?
LA, I eat more tacos, and I can't say Mexican food because literally only tacos. I eat more tacos with rice and beans than Korean food, for sure.
No.
And I heard that y'all got it good out here, even better. So we're gonna see what's up. We're gonna see if it lives up to the hype.
You know, I
Shit.
like to compare because, comparison's the thief of happiness. But we got some good shit out here, though. But I say, you know how you mentioned your mom will cook you food when you were younger?
Absolutely.
And food is a big thing for you?
Of course.
Would a significant other who also cooks for you mean something as far as like
absolutely.
relationship wise?
Absolutely, because it takes so much time and effort. I just started cooking, and I mean basic Asian trenches meals: spam, kimchi, eggs.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm so lazy. But you eat it so fulfilling because you put the time in,
Yeah.
right? And then I started trying other stuff. Still fried rice. You know,
Get in there.
Like I fell in love with hibachi style. So
Oh, okay.
garlic butter, chicken, steak, fried rice. Really, a lot of garlic butter, a lot of salt. But it's like if you find someone that enjoys taking the time, preparing it, putting their effort into it, and is willing to get your critique on it, like I think that's beautiful.
Yeah. I can see the picture.
I would respect that. That would mean more to me than a girl balling out on me. You know what I'm saying?
That's the way to spoil you.
Yeah.
Now you know, ladies, that's how you get to Ted's heart.
Yeah, through his stomach.
Shit, that's one thing. Like I'm never gonna have abs. I gave up.
You're like, I'm good.
Honestly,
I'm
I never
eating
even
good.
really tried. But I'm good. Like, and I feel like maybe once summer comes around, it's not too good. But once winter starts hitting, this is one of the most attractive qualities.
Come here, lay your head right here, baby. I'll keep you warm.
It's warm.
Like you obviously meet hella people when you're like touring, just being in the
Even just
street, stuff
life.
like that in this life in general.
Yeah.
What is one thing, because now we're talking about personality, right? When we're talking about eating, we're talking about cooking, stuff like that. What's one physical thing that stands out to you? Because you meet so many people, there's got to be like a specific trait.
I love when a girl just is always smiling. I love that. Someone that just looks naturally happy. Like like the sexy look, like I can't do it because
No, try.
No, you know what I mean. I don't have a sexy look. I'm just always smiling too. I just like when someone is friendly and just nice and charismatic. Like I think that's what I like.
It stands out.
Yeah,
That's very much you, huh?
I like
you.
big legs too. I really like big legs, like sturdy legs.
Sturdy legs.
I like that trunks, tree trunks.
Yeah.
Sturdy girls.
They can support themselves for sure.
Absolutely, like shit, like I like that. I really
That catches
like that.
your eye. So like, let's say there's like a sea of people at your show, right? It's gonna be legs, right, or a
Face, legs, heart,
He's like
feet.
feet.
smile. Okay, we're gonna get into that a little bit.
Because like I used to care so much about all these shoes. Like I want this shoe, and then
That's so funny.
I started wearing the slippers with the socks off, and damn, that feels nice. Your feet are
Raj,
just
I'll get that.
cold. They don't sweat. It's cool.
That's true.
What about? Do you like women's feet, like girl feet?
Yeah, of course. And they value they put time in. Like my feet are fucking dry as fuck. Dude, look, it ain't looking too good.
Yeah, zoom in later.
The camera angle right here.
It's not. I got the talons, man. But shit, like their feet look nice. I like that.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, now that we're talking about eating, what's your ideal perfect first date?
Fried rice, fried chicken.
Damn.
Honestly, almost anything fried. Perfect first date is something comforting, somewhere small, homely, tacos, even taco truck. Only California only though.
You're not big on fine dining, huh? You like
Like I'll do it, especially like to celebrate something.
yeah.
you know, like whatever it is. For the atmosphere, you pay for the vibes, and I respect that kind of food too. But damn, like I just love something that tastes like a home cooked meal. I love that comfort food. I also love McDonald's. McRib comes back November 1st.
Oh damn, he knows. He knows.
He didn't know
to show the
his-
calendar.
He didn't know when Home Alone released for sure, but he knows when the McRib is out.
I literally posted a story like, damn, November's gonna be the best month ever, guys. And I was like, damn, I don't even remember when my song come out. Shit, the video ain't even done yet. I don't even have a cover art yet. It's just an iPhone
It
picture.
should be the McRib.
I'll fuck with it.
All right, so I got a question for you. You know how you said that you're going all in on your music right now?
Yeah.
With a relationship, right? Significant other. Have you ever felt that? Like, now is the time for me to go all in? And what was it that gave you that signal?
I have. How do I say this? Like, music is like a gamble, right? You're insecure about it. You don't know if it's gonna work out. You don't know if this is gonna hit. You know, you have the opportunity to invest more money into it than you're gonna make for the rest of the year. You know, because you're not working. You're just being creative. It's like, damn, do I do it? Do I take this plunge? I feel like dating's very similar. It's like you have your insecurities. You don't know if it's gonna work out. You don't know the end goal. How many times have you dated and you're not getting married? Like 100% so far, right?
Is there?
And you're scared to do it, but then you're like, fuck it. Maybe if this person is worth it, if I really believe it's worth it, I'll do it. And I feel like that's gonna be like an incredible feeling too.
I really like that. That was very well said.
You know, because you know what it is. Like I realized, like as a dude, it's almost like being an entertainer. It's like people feel like if you're not a dog, like you're lame. And I felt that way for many years. You know, where I'm like, damn, like I gotta prove that like I can get bitches or get girls, whatever. But I realized that just like your art, you know what I mean? Like when you make a song that's actually really special compared to those 500 songs in your Dropbox that you're never gonna put out, that you only play for the homies in the car. They're like, damn, play something else, bro. Like, stop playing it. We heard this song. I got this new one. No, I heard this. It's like with girls too. Like I feel like when you meet someone, you're gonna be willing to let the insecurities go, the past go, and even their past, you know, your fears about them, like let it go and go all in. And I feel like, look, I don't know, like not all parents, of course, but a lot of people's parents like still in love, you know what I mean? And I think like that's a sign that like it could be you. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That was a gem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a gem for sure.
So usually I like to ask, me and Peter, we both had our crazy experiences dating.
Yeah.
Like I told you, furry. Peter's been weird, kind of multiple cheater relationships, whatever thingy. What's the craziest dating experience that you've had?
It's crazy because post high school, I'd only had one relationship.
Oh,
And it was very private and she was really good to me. But honestly, like I was not ready for her. You know? And even if I didn't like per se fuck anyone else, like I was mentally always wondering like if this was right for me. And I realized it was really because I was insecure about myself.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And even like 3 years later, like I'm still insecure about myself, you know what I mean? But I'm learning a little bit more every day because I realized like, and I'm not trying to put no shade, and I think this lifestyle is completely fine, but you know, I was blacked out one of the nights on my tour and I was just drunk as hell, looking around, just observing. And I realized like, I think like I saw someone like a little bit older and they told me like they're still doing the same thing, you know? And the truth is like, I don't even want to make music publicly and tour past like maybe 33, right before mid 30s. So for me, it's like eventually I do want to settle down, find someone, have a family, regardless of how crazy my past is or whatever, their past. But I genuinely believe I'm going to find someone that I'm ready to take that plunge with. And I don't want to be in the limelight no matter how much further this goes. I don't want to be traveling city to city, like not sleeping, just getting fucked up, like living like a rock star lifestyle forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just realized that I'm gonna have to make some changes, and that's why also, you know, I've been cutting down on stuff
Yeah.
and just trying to take a little bit better care of myself, because I'm like, damn, even from 23 to now, I'm like, damn, I was living way less crazy, but damn, like I can't, like I'm getting tired, bro. I'm getting really tired, you know?
Damn, that's a big realization, you know, going through that crazy lifestyle and then now saying that you want family and settling down. And, you know, earlier we were talking about how, yeah, if you're not a dog in this industry, some people think you're lame, you know? And
That's not lame. Even being sober, that's not lame. That's cool as fuck.
no, I agree.
You know, you go to a party, see someone going crazy. Oh, she's wild. You get, oh, you want a shot? Oh, I don't drink. Like, oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, that shit is wild.
I love that. I respect that, man. Like, when people's energy is so contagious that you just assume they're on a lot of drugs.
Damn, he's fucked up. No,
That's so cool. You
he's
know?
just happy.
Yeah, that's how my brother is.
Yeah, that is your brother.
Everyone thinks he's always on some shit. And he's like, he doesn't drink at all or anything.
That's
he's
amazing.
He's just like that.
But at the same time, like, you can also be an amazing person and do mad drugs and get
also
fucked
very
up.
true. Also very
You
true.
know what I mean? Like, something I experimented with this year a lot with shrooms.
Oh yeah.
I love shrooms. I haven't done shrooms in like post tour, but I think I did like shrooms like 4 times in a week this year, and that was heavy stuff, and I had a great time.
Do you feel like it helped you develop some mental clarity?
I'm gonna be honest, like I'm not a doctor. I'm not co-signing any drug use.
This episode is
Man.
sponsored by shrooms.
Shit, polka dot. Nah, they helped me a lot. Shrooms helped me a lot, man. Like,
How so?
because I feel like it made me tackle a lot of things I did not like thinking about. We're sharing.
Yep.
And I did, and I made it through.
Yep.
And I was like, damn, maybe I can make it through.
That's exactly what it's supposed to do.
And a lot of it is shame.
Yep.
Like, damn, like this was really shitty of me to do. You know? And or damn, I'm scared of this, or I wish I did this. A lot of it is regret. Stuff that's kind of sad, losing people.
Yeah.
Whatever. Or just being regretful of your actions. Or I haven't reached this point in my career, my life yet. And then you think about all this within like 4 hours.
Oh yeah.
And then
That's
you get
wild.
out of it and you eat a snack, sometimes a full McDonald's breakfast, depending what time. And then you're like, damn, like I'll be all right.
Yeah.
But then when I did it like 4 times in a row, I was like, oh, damn, like this is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's a little bit
I'm
too
not
much.
even recording. I'm just laughing at people. I'm laughing at people on shit like, damn. Because, you know, it's like, it's fun, too. It's fun.
Yeah.
Everything's just funny.
It-
It's not dark.
It's at least for me, I've had that same experience, the shame, stuff I should be doing, my actions, whatever, all of it. And for me, it's helped me like, okay, when I'm sober again, I'm like, okay, maybe I can start like small. Like, let me try and fix some of this, or let me try and
Absolutely.
accept some of this. Let me try and like become a better person.
Baby steps, man, because
Yep.
you're not going to change fully in one day.
You don't.
And that's also, maybe it's cat. Maybe some people like, damn, they really can change in one day. But for me, I noticed like, even with like eating, I've like made it a goal to not eat past, okay, most people like don't eat past 10 p.m. I'm trying not to eat past 3 a.m.
Oh, I was gonna say, so you don't want tacos, but never mind.
Oh, no. We're good. Midnight, we outside.
And he's like, no, we're closing the show down now. We could make it to tacos.
I don't know. It's like small sacrifices. Or even like smoking a little bit less, drinking a little bit less. Actually trying to go to the gym. Even when you're bored, where you're unmotivated, you just want to watch movies, like make a song, like little things, you know? Call a friend, call your parents,
Nice.
you know? Stop
All right.
blacking out.
All right, guys. Well, that's the show. We're gonna get tacos.
So I kind of want to ask you about, you know, earlier when I was talking about like, oh, you know, if you're not being a dog, they view you as lame, or if you're sober, and your mindset is that no, it's not. That's great.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there is now a progression in the way people see things that are bad for you and that might be like toxic? Not saying like, you know, because of course alcohol is toxic, right? Like I know that shit. But before you used to be like, damn, what a bitch. Like, why aren't you drinking? Or like, damn, like, why don't you go talk to that girl? Are you gay? Like things like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like people are becoming way more accepting of it
You know
now.
what's funny? I feel like it's the younger generation.
Yeah.
And there's certain things that I do think are toxic about the younger generation. Like, they're like canceling everything and like being very, but at the same time, it's like, man, like since when have you seen young kids be so opinionated and so educated too? You know what I mean? So I feel like it's inspiring, man. Like I talk to young kids, and by young, I mean like even like 18, 21, 22, 23 is young now, 24. And I'm just like, damn, like y'all are so much more, y'all are using so much more of your brain than I was. And I really respect that. So I think honestly, like a big thing for me has been having good people around me. And I didn't bring him up earlier, but I guess sometimes it's like, I'm not saying best for last because I really value all my brothers, but you know, my boy Parlay Pass from Atlanta has honestly become like my best friend, like regardless of music.
I was gonna ask you that same question because it seemed like you guys were best friends.
Dude,
Yeah.
Pass changed my life, man. Like
Really?
just from encouraging me to try new things creatively to honestly, this is the first person I've ever vented my personal life to.
Oh, wow.
Ever. I've always been kind of just, I don't say much.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm just thinking about the next move. And with Pass, like, I'd be talking for hours, man. Talking for hours about this and that, good and bad, what I'm excited, what I'm not happy about. And he sits through all of it and just always pushes me to be better. And I wouldn't have did my first tour if he didn't come for all the shows, except for Canada, you know, felony shit. But let him in, let him in. But yeah, like Pass, man, really inspired me to like really go all in. And I've always been completely invested in my music career and believed in it, but just as a person too. And honestly, like I'll say that when I went to, when COVID hit for the first time in 2020, I was sitting in this apartment in Jersey City, sad, watching like, I went from using no apps to watch videos and shit. That sounds bad. But I mean like Netflix, okay, and Hulu and shit. But I went from watching nothing to watching like 4 movies a day, 5 movies a day.
Oh, shit.
Taking up like all my day and just sitting there lounging around, eating edibles, which is honestly a good life. But, you know, I went from being super productive to just not doing anything. And he told me to come to Atlanta for a few weeks and I stayed for 4 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I haven't gone one day without talking to him. Like, even before we started living together in Atlanta, you know? He's someone that I really look up to outside the music even. And, you know, in Korea, they say hyung, like big bro.
Yeah.
Like, he's literally like my best friend, but I look up to him as a big bro because of just the type of person. He's so genuine. He's been through it all. Like, I just went on my first like tour with him. He was touring like 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Before I even thought I would be an artist. So
Yeah.
I'm just super grateful, you know, to have people like that have not just helped my artistic growth and taking risks and believing in myself, but also as a person, like checking me when I'm kind of, you know, fucking up and just being there for me. Because I used to not talk at all. Now I love talking about my feelings, man, especially when I'm off some Casamigos, you know, I start, oh, man, you know?
What's the line? Casamigos. You have a line. It says Casamigos, and you know,
What did I say?
it's the ugly one. I think.
Oh, way too ugly.
He said Casamigos, so you know it's what's going down though.
Yeah, what did I say?
It's your line.
Dude, I freestyle everything. I'm notorious, and this is like little weird flex. This is not a flex, dude. I've never went one show without knowing all my shit.
Damn.
Yeah,
It's like Lil Wayne having to Google his lyrics before a
no,
show.
I promise though, that is like a big thing in my performance I'm working on, is really locking in and giving the fans an even better show.
Yeah.
Because on this tour, I was just getting blacked out because I was nervous too and going on stage, which is funny and fun, but I really want to start becoming an incredible performer. And honestly, people like Jay inspire me to do that. Watch this guy perform for like 2 hours and all the choreography. I ain't no dancer, but you know, like just seeing how prepared and how professional he is, I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, that's the kind of show I want to have without the 6-pack.
It's very Post Malone vibes. You know how like Post Malone used to get like trash all his shows, and then now he's like,
He's a fucking star.
yeah,
He always was a star, honestly, but it's funny. Like, he'll like crack a beer open.
yeah.
That's
Literally,
hard.
he'd crack a beer, he'd get like a cig, and then he would start playing like a guitar.
Yeah.
Sometimes just learning his words, but then people still sing along. And now he's like skinny. He's still like, doing the same shit kind of, but he's like toned it down,
Yeah, he's a professional, man. He's a rock star for real.
We're gonna see Ted like that next year. All skinny,
Yeah, man, kid.
all healthy.
I mean,
Get a little
dude,
green smoothie with him.
10
But
times a day, green smoothie, and that's not what's up. I'm not doing that. Sorry, you couldn't pay me to. I mean, some of them are good, but that's like a once a year kind
Yeah,
of thing.
I
I'll get a
feel that.
green juice.
That's it. One time.
What did I say? I said something like Casamigos, something I don't even remember your name. Don't be ashamed. Something along the lines of that. But I knew that the drinking was getting kind of crazy when in Montreal, which shouts to Montreal for being the only sold out show on my tour.
Damn.
yeah, the
Canada
Canadian
like that.
Yeah, they went crazy. That really surprised me. They went off, but I drank a whole bottle of tequila on the stage.
sir.
Jesus.
And that's when I knew, damn, this is a little crazy. I love tequila, man. I went to Top Golf a few days ago. I had one margarita and 3 shots, and I was dizzy. I was like, okay, this tolerance is gone.
Hey, it's cheaper anyways.
Oh, for sure. Definitely cheaper.
No, one of the reasons why I ask you is because do you think, because I know we've been talking about rap and the rap scene and stuff like that, but do you think that that image of being a dog and like having to drink and doing all these bad things is now going to change? Because
I don't think it's going to change because people like to get excited. A lot of people live vicariously through music. And that's why I understand the narrative of like, man, like violence and drugs and all this bad stuff is being pushed on young kids. And honestly, that is kind of true. That is true. But at the same time, a lot of these artists have lived this life, have came from a crazy place and are doing better now because of their music and their story. And a lot of people get to experience and listen to shit that they will never experience in their life through the music. And I think that's stuff that needs to be talked about. So I don't think that image is going to necessarily change, nor does it have to. But what I love to see is you see your heroes grow up throughout their career. I think that's dope as hell.
That's pretty dope.
And it's really sad when it ends tragically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they never got the chance to. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like, like it's very dangerous. I feel like to almost expect artists to like have this squeaky clean like image. It's like then they wouldn't be a fucking artist, bro.
Yeah. Well, let's say it's not even about like them having a squeaky clean image, but like them supporting.
Bless you.
No, you're good. But them supporting that movement. Like now you're telling me you haven't smoked, you haven't drank.
Yeah.
I could easily be like, yeah, I support that's good for you. You know what I mean?
hell
Like,
yeah,
good
it is
shit,
good.
Ted. You know what I mean? But maybe 10 years ago, someone would be like, nah, you can't stop. Like you shouldn't stop. Like you should continue to drink. You should
I
continue
think
to
it's
smoke.
dangerous if you're gonna harm an artist's health for the image and not support it. Then you're not a fan. You're not a friend.
Do you think that developing, who you are now, like this image, getting fans, building traction, you've come from these humble beginnings to, you're doing shit, man.
Hell yeah.
Do you feel a sense of power? Like
Empowered, absolutely. And I do
I'm
feel
sure empowered,
powerful.
but like, do you feel like you move through the world differently? Like the effect you have on just like, let's call it like the average person who doesn't, they're not an artist, Do you feel something different? Like, do you, from the guy you were when you were like, nobody knew you, to now where it's like, oh, shit, that's Ted Park.
I'll say this: my fans have given me the validation to really talk my shit, and to be less insecure and more proud of myself, and to just say what I believe and do what I love. When people support you and get behind you, and if you've seen the interactions I've had with my fans, bro, at any of my shows or just randomly in public, the conversations, the good times we've had, it's like, damn, like that really motivates me. For sure. More than anything else, other than the numbers, we're getting booked for shows, making money off this shit. Like, it's really like the people that show you love. You know what I mean? For real. Even the conversations I've had at K-Town at 5 a.m. Drunk as fuck. Oh, I appreciate it. Love. Like, all this, like slurring. Like, I'm fucked up. But yeah, man, like people supporting you and rallying behind you, it makes it so worth it. And especially when you get to know these people. And then it makes you realize that people that don't fuck with you, like, it's all good, bro. You don't even know me. I don't even know you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I do it, for the fans.
Yep. It's-
Like it's cliche, but they say like fan base. Like that's real shit, bro. And that's one thing I realized. Like whether or not I get to like a superstar status, the fact that I've gotten to know personally a lot of people or at least held a conversation, I think I've honestly held at least a decent conversation with every single person that has stumbled on my music. As long as I've seen it, 100%. And I think that's like super rewarding. Coming from a place like Madison, Wisconsin, which isn't a tiny city, but it's not the biggest city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's like the reason we do this shit, man.
Good shit, man.
For real.
That's dope.
All right.
All right, good
We're going to
shit,
close it
man.
out. We're going to do lightning round. We'll ask you some quick rapid fire questions.
Let's do it.
If you don't answer, you drink your Celsius.
This shit gone. Damn, I would bring the tequila back for this right now.
We usually drink on the podcast. Like all the time, but then we all, dude, when you drink, oh man, it comes out, it's fun, it's crazy. We're still good, but he's not drinking, I'm not drinking. And then when you said you're not drinking, I'm like, oh, I'm not drinking.
Yeah. I was like,
No, it all worked out. I mean, man, like I feel old now. Like coming off the plane to here, I'm like, shit, I was dozing off in the car. Like, damn. Eating energy drinks to stay awake is not a vibe.
no. That's what
It'll be worth it for the tacos.
True. And that's
All
gonna
right,
give you food coma though.
Oh, I'm excited.
So it's gonna be me real quick and then Peter real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to Lightning Round, where we ask our guests some rapid fire questions. Ted, are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
3, 2, 1. When was your first kiss?
13.
Who inspires you the most?
Mom and dad.
Any regrets that you have?
I think there's a lot of things I regret, but as long as I can grow, then it was worth it, you know?
If you could change anything about yourself, what would it be?
Bigger arms.
Ooh. Riggs or Keebler?
Oh, no. Look, it's all love. It's all love. I know Cindy said that.
Damn.
Oh, my God. That's what's up.
No answer? No, you good?
No, it's love. It's all love. I fuck with them, man. I fuck with them, man. Oh, that's out of control.
Yeah, he doesn't know what to say.
I don't know what to say. I'm put on the spot. That's crazy.
Who's one artist that you want to make a song with?
Kanye.
What's your favorite food?
That fluctuates, man. Jajangmyeon, Korean barbecue, tacos.
Oof. Solid lineup.
Oh, so sorry. I lied. Those three right there, fried rice.
Ooh.
I could eat fried rice every day for the rest of my life.
God damn.
It's not good. It's a lot of carbs.
If you had to give your fan base a name, what would it be?
I mean, man, I guess the word Pookie kind of became my fan base this year because I started seeing Pookie everywhere. I was like, what's Pookie? They're like, oh, it's like love. Like, you're like, hey, Pookie. You know what I'm saying? And then I just started using it. I overused that word. Pookie. Oh, thanks, Pookie. Whatever. And then we embraced it. So, yeah, Ted's Pookie, man. Shouts to Ted's Pookie on Instagram fan page.
The Pookie Girls?
1 year
Wait, you have a fan
anniversary.
page?
Yeah, I got
Oh,
a few.
shit.
I got a few, yeah.
Nice.
OnlyFans?
Nah, my
OnlyFans
OnlyFans, you'd be
space.
very disappointed. A lot of feet pics.
All right. And my last question for you is, what is one goal that you have for this year?
To really, really try and push a song as hard as I can. I've been so like organic growth, I guess, but I realized it's because I was scared to really get behind something, and just let's take some more risks. You know, try some new shit. It's all about growth.
Good shit.
Nice. All right, my turn.
Let's go.
So, what's the most meaningful thing a fan's ever done for you?
Ooh, that's a good one.
On this tour, I had fans like carpool come to like 4 or 5 cities.
Whoa.
That's love.
That's wild.
Spending your money, your time to come support and respect me and like show love to what I do, that's love. And just know we return it every time.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's one moment in time that you consider your biggest struggle?
I would say I used to think that it was pre-success at all. You know, having no money to my name, friends supporting me, nowhere to stay per se, like my own place to stay. But those times were so fun, and I had never had anything at all financially in my life. So those times didn't feel hard. I didn't realize it till later. I would say, honestly, the past few years of my life, try to get to the quote unquote next level and not seeing my own growth because I was so kind of honestly envious of other people around me and seeing other people in my eyes shoot up. And I realized like, you don't know what it took for them to get there. And you gotta just do what you love and do the best you can, you know, and finding peace with that. Yeah.
What was the most carefree time in your life?
Being like 7 years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just letting your parents decide everything for you. Not having any responsibilities. And I would never have said this if I hadn't done shrooms.
Oh, wow. That's wild. Shrooms, huh?
Damn, I sound like a fucking advocate. I sound like I'm promoting shrooms.
Hey,
You're
shrooms
not
is
the first one.
medicine, all right? So it's
We've had like 2 or 3 other
plant-based
people come on here say the same thing. We've had someone on shrooms come on here.
Oh, round 2, I'd be down for that.
Oh, damn. You got to do it. What's one thing that you want to do to make your parents proud?
I think that like my parents are already really proud of me. And I think what would make them even prouder is if I can put out a piece of art that really like I want to really share our family's full story one day in a record. Like I've touched on it briefly, whether not having the most or, you know, my mom's health or my dad's hard work going through everything, both of them sacrifice. But one day I know I'm going to have the real emotion to really just bring out everything that my parents sacrificed for me to get here.
Yeah.
And I know that moment's going to come soon.
All right. And what is one of the biggest fears that you've had that you've gone over?
Failing. That's what pushed me this far, is people being like, you're going to fail. When I was in New York, borderline homeless and like starving, the only reason I didn't go back to Madison is because you hear this story all the time. I'm moving from this small town. I'm going to LA. I'm going to Atlanta. I'm going to New York. I'm going to Chicago. For people from Madison, moving to Chicago is a big deal. I promise you, bro. And Chicago's a beautiful city too. It's a big city, but you see it all the time. Oh, he or she, they're going to come back. They're never going to make it out there.
Dang.
You know what I mean? I was like, I'm not going to be that guy. And I thugged it out. I got through it and I got here. But then that fear became from coming from Madison and not coming home to, fuck, am I going to get to this next level? And then you get there. Oh, am I going to get to this next level? Oh, fuck, am I going to get here? And it's something I'm still not over, but it's much better than before. And I think that little bit of fear is fine. That's what pushes you to keep going. I'm not going to act like I'm a fearless, you know? Like, we all have that, I think, that fright that we're peaking. But as long as you're being constructive about it and pushing and not getting super angry about it, because when you get angry about where you are in your career and your life, you take that out on everyone around you. And then you start neglecting the people that support you. And that's when it becomes a problem, you know? But that's something that I've gotten a lot better at, and I'm still learning. But shit, like, that's helped me a lot with my mental peace.
Handled that pretty easy.
All right, guys, that concludes our lightning round. I want to say thank you to Ted Park. Thank you for coming on the show.
Appreciate y'all having me, brother.
Yeah, man, you were great. Let us know where we can find you.
Ted Park online, Ted Park Boy on socials, BOI. Home Alone coming out November 3rd. Make sure y'all stream that. Check my music out. Come to a show. Let's be friends. TNP, all that.
You forgot to say when the McRib is coming out.
Oh, McRib, November 1st. That's more important than my single. I'll be... Catch me at McDonald's, man, every day for that whole month. I promise.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you, bro, for coming out, taking the risk of me picking you up, and coming straight here from a freaking long ass day.
Nah, that's love.
Straight
Bro.
into the
This is why we
podcast,
do
bro.
it, man. I feel like we got to hang out a few times. You guys had really good energy.
Thank you,
I'm
thank you.
I'm always kind of a little bit closed off the interviews because I didn't really have much I wanted to talk about, but the timing worked out and I feel like we got even closer. So tacos next, man, and then we locked in.
Definitely 100%, bro. We're going right after. And thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment below what you guys want us to talk about next. And remember, live fast, eat ass.